What's up, guys? It's Jeanne, and we're in the semifinals of Jeanne's Upset Cup 4 here between Lucifran and Louis MT. We got the wild rules. This time, Louis is the underdog, so he gets 10 civ bans, and Lucifran gets 5 civ bans. And this is a best of... Oh, we're in best of 5 now. It's a best of 5, as we're going to get into game 1 here in the semifinals. Let's do it. All right, we got Lucifran playing as HRE versus Louis MT playing as the Tughlaq Dynasty, and they're playing on Canyon. All right, let's get into this, and let's look at this wild map, Canyon. This is what the map is. This is what it looks like here. We got Lucifran playing as HRE, and he's dropping a barracks here. So yeah, this map obviously very weird. If you haven't seen this map yet in the tournament, it is an official map in Age of Empires, so anybody can play this. You guys maybe played this map in like quick play, but very weird map to see in competitive play with the pro players. We got Lucifran open up with a barracks, and Louis MT going with a dock immediately here with HRE versus the Tughlaq Dynasty. Let's see how this one develops here. How are the boars? A bunch of boars in the back of the base. And yeah, this plays around the water. Oop, scout getting shot from the TC in the canyon here. Gotta be careful there. Oop, why can't I rotate the screen? What the heck? Oh well. Hey, why is my maybe tabbed out or something? There we go. There we go. Come on. All right, first spearman is trained. But Tughlaq Dynasty on fishing boats, they fire, right? Pretty sure these Tughlaq Dynasty fishing boats, they're like deli. Alright, so Lucifran, second spearman out. First fishing boat is about to pop out for Louis here. And there we go, first fishing boat is out. And then fishing boat can attack. It is 4 damage. But it has been nerfed. It's, you know, not strong as, like, deli ships used to be back in the day where they would, like, kill spearmen and kill villagers super efficiently. Now they just do, like, a little bit of damage. And also they get sieged down pretty quickly. So, obviously, like, the damage reduction, in the past, like, they used to, like, kill the spearmen. But now it's interesting where it looks like the spear rush actually just beats... well, I don't know, let's see, now it's like close, right? Way back in the day, it used to be like, oh, you cannot do this versus Deli, or Tughlaq, because the fishing boats would just kill all the spearmen. But now it comes down to like micro, and it's like, well, I don't know, maybe it's close right now. Once there's like 3 fishing boats, maybe you can... Oh, we didn't queue up a 3rd fishing boat though, not enough wood, and ooh, villagers already getting pulled off wood. So, yeah, I don't know. If the 3rd fishing boat got queued up, he could have started, like, hitting the spearmen a lot quicker, but obviously there are a lot of reinforcing spearmen, so this is just, like, a lot of micro from both players now. Definitely want to try to focus on one spearman at a time. Oh, wait, Lucifran could just pull back below 2 spearmen. Oh my god, yeah, this is just so... Okay, this is really good for Lucifran. He has a prelate, so, like, you could just... Yeah, this is the really good opening for Lucifran. Like, he just is doing a lot of damage with spearmen, and he's not going to lose any spearmen. And yeah, I guess this Louis maybe just realized, like, wait, this isn't working. He didn't, or I don't know, maybe if he invested into a 3rd ship, that would have been different, because the spearman count really started growing a lot. None of the spearmen ever died, but Louis stopped making fishing boats, so... Oh my god, fishing boats could get sniped by a town center. Bill's inside TC? No! Lucifran's asleep and he could have killed the fishing boats over the canyon. Ah, it would have been a pro move if Lucifran, like, hopped all of his villas inside the TC to kill the fishing boats. Damn it. Alright. Oh, wow, this is Lucifran's first gold mine here. Very far weird gold mine for Lucifran, but not super relevant because, you know, he's got map control and everything. So Louis is aging up with the Tower of Victory. Lucifran has kicked him off the water. No dock from Lucifran, no dock from Louis. This is like first time we're seeing like no dock from either player at like 4 minutes. Oh, Spearman getting hit by a TC over the canyon. And Luceron going with the mine work here. Louis dropping down an archer range and a barracks here, so he's got his eyes on some feudal play, some feudal aggression. Alright, who you guys liking here for this one? Luceron's looking pretty good. Let's look at this game and see how it's progressing. So Luceron, you know, successfully kicked Louis off of water, but neither player is water right now, which is a little bit weird. Luceron's gonna go with the mine work, so you know, probably commit to like fighting feudal for quite a long time. It's usually where HRE shines anyways. They want to like fight in feudal. We're starting to see some archers being trained from Louis. Louis, yeah, just come into feudal age. So it looks like it's just gonna be like feudal aggression versus feudal aggression for quite some time. Louis is gonna try to reclaim water if he can. Yeah, we'll have to see. I think it's both players are gonna make a lot of units to fight in feudal and see if either of them can claim the water. But it's probably gonna be difficult for either to claim water for quite some time because just both players are gonna be making land army at the moment, preventing their opponents from building a dock. Okay, this is within radius of emergency repair. Scout getting attacked by the fishing boats here. Louis tired of fishing boats. Third archer range coming down for Louis. And let's take a look. Yeah, Luceron adding in 2 archer ranges himself. So yeah, just seeing a lot of feudal aggression here. Ooh, but his archer ranges are a little bit slower. He could get pushed back. I mean, you're gonna have defender's advantage, but yeah, the mass is coming in quicker here for Louis. Oh my god, doesn't he have the first archer in Q? Make, oh my god. Luceron, make an archer. Oh my god. Yeah, he delayed that first archer by like 10 seconds. Oh my god. Oh, the archer range, barely. Okay, the archer range gets up and he keeps the villager alive, which is good. But this is a little bit tricky for Luceron right now. Because, yeah, it gets to the point where, like, Louis can maybe just camp the buildings in. You want to try to attack the archer as soon as it gets trained. So let's see Luceron's Louis' micro here. Pretty decent. I guess you do have a prelate, though. That's big with HRE. Because, like, that's huge if other civ just, you know, if you lose, like, half HP on an archer, it becomes very relevant. But it's not as relevant with HRE because you can heal your archer. So, and just defender's advantage, ultimately, Louis gonna have to fall back. But it allows Louis to get the dock up. So, yeah, Louis was able to get enough military to secure the dock. Now Luceron, he's able to get some pretty strong army here with the early blacksmith upgrades. Already has pierce armor and pierce damage, where Louis has neither of those upgrades, and it's going to become an archer war versus archer war. So having that upgrade advantage is going to be massive. However, there's already a Dow out for Louis, but if we get like a big archer mass, potentially could try to like one-hit the ships. Yeah, this is the best of 5. Yeah, let me fix. Oh, he has scoreboard. And I gotta take care of some things today. I don't lose me tricky casting this tournament today. It's 11:30. He has me tricky casting. We'll see how things go. Yeah, I cast this best of 5, then we'll reevaluate life. The donation link. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, posts. There you go. Yep, if you guys been enjoying this tournament, obviously very weird rules. much different than standard tournaments. You know, that's the whole concept. Gets weird, fun gameplay. I think most people have been really enjoying it. Yeah, if you guys have been really enjoying it and you want to contribute to the next tournament, I've been hosting tournaments, pretty regular basis. I'm not sure what the next tournament I host will be. It might be completely different rules. But either way, if you want to contribute towards these tournaments to help the AOE4 community out, you can donate through the link in Twitch chat right now. As we got a big engagement here. Luciferon did get a dock of himself built, and he's already getting a lot of warships out here. I think Luciferon's looking really good right now. Yeah, 2 demos. Yeah, this is looking really, really good for Luciferon. Having the advantage on sea and the archers with pierce damage and pierce armor is going to be huge. But there are more archers for... Ooh, and there we go. We do have a ship train for the Tughlaq Dynasty here. The dock is on fire, though. That's pretty relevant. I mean, let's see if you could try to pull a villager to repair, but... Twitch chat being a little weird. There we go. Reconnecting the chat. It's gonna be tricky for Luciferon. Ooh, the ships! Dude, I don't know. The Hulk. Get out there, Hulk. Villagers are being pulled to repair. Loose demo's coming in. Another demo coming in, pushing the villagers back. And it destroys the dock. So, okay, the dock is gone. That's big. I think Luciferon, back up. What is Luciferon doing? Get out there, man. Get out of there. Kill your ships. Just live to fight another days. Oh, demo. Ooh, demo. Pretty good explosion on the archers there. Man, Luciferon, wow, not falling back. I mean, he wants to get as much value as he can with these ships, but this is crazy micro. Like, keeping these units around. There he goes to win the water. And Louis tapping out. Quick game 1 going to Luciferon here. Luciferon going up 1-0 in this best of 5. All right, we're getting into game 2 here in this best of 5 here. We got Luciferon playing as the Abbasid Dynasty civilization. Louis playing as JD. They're playing on Turtle Ridge. Let's get into it. JD is a weird choice. A very weird choice on this map. Like, I don't know, is there a weird world where you can play aggressive? Maybe you could just play aggressive on this map. I mean, obviously it's easy to wall, but maybe you just break through the opponent's walls? I don't know. Maybe we're going to see an aggressive play style on Turtle Ridge for the first time. This is going to be interesting. The boar is very nice. Able to get the quick boar with JD. It's going to be quite good. Oh, don't lose the belt. All right, the micro from Louis. Oh my God. The micro from Louis empty. I never should have questioned him. Beautiful micro. Not to lose the bill. All right, Louis opening on a boar here. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Why is he... Oh, what's he doing? Yeah, what? Oh, he's... Oh, I guess because of a scout. Yeah, 5 HP bills. Yeah, he's just worried about a scout showing up, I guess, and killing the low HP bills. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to react really quickly if you don't... Yeah, it's kind of just a safer choice to pull back the 5 HP bills, because a scout could attack a bill 5 times, and that bill will be dead. But, yeah. Alright, so Abbasid, very boomy civilization. You know, they're gonna obviously love to build second TC, do some fresh food stuff booming. And this is a good map for booming, right? If you can easily wall. On the other end, we got Louis playing as JD, which is an aggressive civ, generally speaking. So this is gonna be a very weird game. You have one player picking a very boomy map and kind of playing according to the map, and then we have Louis MT, who seems to be picking a civ that's not good for this map, but maybe he's just trying to force this map to be played differently. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how this one progresses. Can JD be aggressive on Turtle Ridge and make some stuff happen? I mean, it's not the most difficult. I don't know. I mean, maybe just towers come here though. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, School of Cavalry is being built here for Louis. And wall is coming down early for Luceron here, so... And, oh wow, wait a minute, Luceron aging with the military wing. That is very interesting. I guess he's, you know, doing it because he's playing against JD, and he just feels like he doesn't need to do Eco Wing, but... Yeah, I mean, you're kind of just playing according to, like, your civ, the civ you're playing against, right? Like, obviously, typically, Abbasid would do Eco Wing so they could get a cheaper second TC and maybe even do, like, a third TC. But he's playing versus JD, which is a civ that probably wants to all in. So, I guess it's smart to go military wing and to, get a couple, you know, free units out to get, oh, whoa, Louis getting scout walled in here. I'm just like, as I'm talking, I'm thinking this through. It's like really interesting. Just players adapting to each other. So, yeah, very interesting. See, Louis Scout is officially stuck, fully walled in. All right, there we go. There's no gate though. Wait, Louis, his units are also stuck here. And they're looking for the scout now. Or Luceron's units are stuck here. Alright, so Luceron is gathering stone, so he's going to be going for a fast second TC, and he's just going to use his free units to try to kill this scout here, because there's a lot of room for the scout to roam around, but not a ton of room. Eventually, it probably will get finished off by these archers. Alright, Louis is in age 2, and he's queuing up a knight, which is weird. It's interesting. I mean, obviously there's walls, so the knight just can't, like, get to any units yet, but maybe he just wants to get a high knight count and almost do, like, a knight timing. This will be interesting to see. The scout goes down. Archer range being built, so yeah, it looks like Louis is just going for, like, a timing push. I think he's probably going to try, like, a 12-minute timing push or something with JD, where you just push with like 10 or 15 knights and like archers, and you just go for like this timing push essentially. So yeah, we'll have to see how this works, but I mean, a timing push, it's going to be very difficult on a map like this because Luceron could wall multiple layers here. He could drop towers. Big thing, Louis did go with the Hunter JD version, so that's pretty big, right? It's going to be hard for Luceron to build walls, like, and that's one thing, like, maybe Luceron should just build multiple layers of walls in advance, right? Like, he could have done 2 layers of walls, or like even 3 layers of walls, or even putting up the tower in advance would be huge, right? Because if a tower was just built here, then it makes it very difficult to start sieging the wall, because an arrow to the tower is just gonna be far and away at you. Here we go. Okay, this is smart though from Luceron, because he can't get too close to this wall to build a new wall, because the JD archers here and there's a regular archer, so you don't want any villager to get killed. But he looks like he's still walling, and you know, he's able to safely wall from here, which is massive. Makes it a little bit harder for a tower. I think he should build a tower. Dono coming from TZ. Was that TZ? $20 donation. Thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the tournaments. Alright, second layer walls is built. No tower yet, though. Dude, I feel like a tower is so much more valuable than, like, archer range or anything. Like, why is he not building a tower? Imagine the value of a tower here. Like, you could get arrow slits, and then it just makes it so hard for you to stand and siege a wall. The first wall is down. Yeah, Luceron not buying as much time as I would like to see. Like, yeah, I feel like multiple layers of walls or tower would just be better. But, I mean, he's still buying a pretty good chunk of time, right? He's still been 2 TC booming, like, for free for the first, like, 8 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, he bought himself, like, 8 minutes of just 0 aggression from JD. But it felt like he could have bought more time. Louis pulling some villagers forward here, even. and starting to gather stone. So ooh, this will be interesting to see. Is he going for Tau? Oh my, he's going full lame. Louis going full lame, I think. He's gonna do Stonewall Towers, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's gonna make Stonewall Towers. Oh god. This is where we need to tell the devs that if Stonewall Towers are too strong, they should adjust the balance. I kind of purposely, right, so if you guys watch EGC tournaments, Stonewall Towers are not allowed, I think, like, to be built, they're not allowed to be built ever in the game. And it's really bad for an RTS game to have rules like that, because it makes the separation from, like, the general community and, like, the competitive scene. Like, if something is too strong, it's the developer's job to balance that thing. Like, there shouldn't be a competitive game where you're not allowed to train a unit or build something because it's too strong. Like, that's a really bad system. Like, so it kind of puts the pressure on the community, like the competitive players. I mean, we've talked about this multiple times. There's reasons why they can't adjust some of the things, like, it sounds really silly, but I think part of it is UI related, where like they can't move the Stonewall Tower to H3 because it's in the H2 UI spot. So that's like a huge thing, but still, like, there's some balance tweakable things where if the Stonewall Towers are too strong, we need to get back onto the devs and tell them, hey, can we nerf Stonewall Towers? That they need to do less damage, or they need to cost more resources. Like, or like just stone walls need to be more. See, it's tough because you can't really change the stone wall cost, because that's probably an appropriate cost in, like, for like the rest of the game when you're in H3 and H4. So that is one thing. Really, the Stonewall Towers would be the thing where we can go to the devs and be like, hey, in tournaments where Stonewall Towers are actually allowed, players are really spamming these things a lot. Can we increase the cost of a Stonewall Tower by 50 stone, or can we decrease the damage of the Stonewall Tower by a pretty significant amount, right? So yeah, I'll shoot some messages to the devs. And yeah, Luceron taking engagement here that he doesn't really want to take because he's trying to deny the Stonewall Tower from being built. But he could have bought himself more time. Ooh, JD was down there. That was actually a pretty sloppy micro by Louis. So big engagement here. But Stonewall Tower is getting denied. I mean, the build time is pretty good, pretty high, right? I mean, Stonewall Tower is forcing this engagement, sure. And that's another thing, right? There's a lot of tweakables we can do. I think the Stonewall Tower has gotten nerfed from like the past, but it takes 1 minute and 30 seconds to build, which is a pretty significant amount of time to build. Like, I mean, maybe we make the build time even longer, or maybe you just make it cost a little bit more, right? Or you decrease the damage, right? Those are the three tunable balance things we could do for it, because it seems like it's stuck in the second age. You can't move to H3 because of like weird UI limitations. But even now, right, the Stonewall Tower, it never got built. Like, the whole plan was for Louis to do Stonewall Tower laming, and he forced an engagement that probably wouldn't have happened, right? He forced this engagement that wouldn't have happened if he wasn't able to build the Stonewall Tower. But still, I mean, Stonewall Tower hasn't even been built. It hasn't done anything yet. And part of that is because the build time is so high. So now finally the Stonewall Tower is up. Cool, and starting to fire away at the villagers. At the sheep fields. Oh god. And so yeah, it does 61 damage and attacks every 3.88 attack speed. So all Springle Towers, like if you look at regular towers, the Springle damage was nerfed from back in the day in AOE 4. Springles from regular towers used to be way stronger and like super LP. So the devs nerfed those, but it looks like the Springle damage never got adjusted for the Stonewall Tower. Now I'm not sure if that was on purpose or if that was on accident, but that's, that could be one big thing, right? I'm pretty positive other Springle Towers do 40 damage. Right now this is doing 61. So that would be pretty big, right? Like if you just nerf the Stonewall Tower by 20 damage, like that's, pretty massive. Maybe you increase the cost of the Stonewall Tower. Maybe you increase the build time of the Stonewall Tower, but Abbasid is one of the good civs to deal with this, because maybe you decrease the HP of the Stonewall Tower, right? Those are all the tunable things that you can adjust. And this is cool. We're seeing like the weird gameplay. This is like AOE 4 launched AOE4 launch day gameplay. This is some nostalgia right here. Oh my god, and then Archer's going on top. Dude, this is like nostalgia, right? This is like what the devs envisioned. This is probably what some of the devs were like praying for, to see like these stone wall towers. That's one of the cool things, man, because you never really see the stone wall like units on stone walls, but this was the one weird builder meta where like units would get placed on top of the stone walls because you would be aggressive with them in feudal when there's like low numbers and low ecos. So it's honestly sad that like we don't see this part as anymore, right? It got eliminated from the game, and it really got eliminated from the competitive community just because it never got balanced. But like there's ways, you know, to balance it and still have it in the game. Like maybe it wouldn't, maybe some of the competitive players wouldn't like it, but still, right? You can undeniably nerf it, right? You can for sure nerf it. Maybe pro players still wouldn't like it, but you know, you can make the stone wall tower do 20 less damage, which would be hugely significant, right? Or maybe you even decrease the damage in half and you make it do like 30 damage instead of 60, right? Or you know, you make it cost more, you make it take longer to build, you have less HP, right? There's a lot of tunable things you can do. And Louis fully embracing the rules of this tournament. There's no rules against stone walls. No, in H2, there's no rules against stone wall towers being built. So he's fully embracing the rules. And he's playing JD aggressive on Turtle Ridge with stone walls. You gotta love to see it. Multiple rams are being built here for Luceron. Luceron's going Castle Age. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if this is working for Louis, though. Like, yeah, I don't even think it is. Like, let's just take a look at Luceron. He is way ahead in villagers. He's going Castle Age. Luceron is... Yeah, Louis' hard sucking feudal. Like, people might be complaining, saying, like, oh, Stonewall Towers are OP, but this isn't even working for... I mean, it's a very situational, like, building your unit, so... Like in one game versus BC, it was like very, very strong. In this scenario, it's not as strong. It's still being pretty good here. The Rams do very bad versus it. It looks like it's just hard for the Rams. It makes the engagements really awkward. But I don't even know why Luceron didn't really even need to dive there. Like he doesn't even need to make the towers, honestly. He's now in Castle Age. Once he gets like veteran archers, that's gonna be huge. Oh, I mean, he's got to be careful not to die to the landmark victory condition, but why is he even repairing? Like, dude, just let the House of Wisdom die. I mean, it is kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't know why he's repairing. Let the House of Wisdom die. Like, you have a TC with 7k HP. Like, you're far from the victory condition. You can now build a Treb, right? Trebs are going to be really good here. I mean, I still think Luceron's in a good spot, right? His army's... He's going to have an H3 army, which is going to be very, very strong. He's not spending his resources, which is definitely a little bit of a mistake here, but yeah, I mean, Luceron just, no, don't go in, who cares? Like, you don't need to kill the ram. TC is firing away at the ram. Yeah, just let the House of Wisdom die, it's not that relevant. Composite bows would be quite good if he might be trying to keep it alive to research composite bows. Oh, he has no gold, he got pushed off with gold. Okay, well, okay, no. He actually isn't pushed off of gold. Yeah, you can put a ton of those on gold here. The Stonewall Tower is blocking part of the gold mine, but not most of it. Louis is aging with the Royal Institutes. Why is he repairing? Dude, Luceron, what are you doing? I feel like Luceron is like overreacting so heavily to the Stonewall Towers, though. I mean, maybe he really wants composite bows, but he finally gets a Treb out. It'll take him a long time to get that Treb built. Yeah, like probably a lot longer than he needed it. But even, I mean, you don't even need the I don't know. I would be prioritizing, like your army a bit more. Like he should have been gathering gold sooner, right? I think he thought he was pushed off the gold. Now he realizes, oh, like I can put a ton of gold on gold. I don't know if he knew that earlier. But either way, now he has veteran archers, which are be very strong. And okay, no composite bows being researched yet, which is. Yeah, I mean, you do ideally, you want to get composite bows at some point. I mean, Louis now in H3 and gonna have a lot of archers, so you're gonna need to get a lot of spearmen. These are still hardened spearmen, so Luceron's gonna have to upgrade his spearmen. Well, we did get back on the hunt. Oh, this is huge. House of Wisdom is down, but We have 2 trebs firing away at the Stonewall Towers now. And, oh, this is where Luceron's getting split a little bit, where, oh, this is dangerous. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my god, Luceron. He's completely split from his 3 trebs. Okay, the Spearmen are trying to get over there. This is tough. Luceron has to protect 2 different locations. That's why I was gonna say he should have just moved his trebs, like, closer so that he could just, like, protect the trebs from here or something. JD is in 3rd version, but veteran archers are focusing it down pretty quickly. Oh my god, Spears, what are you doing there? Oh, Luceron is falling apart here. Like, a lot more than he should. I don't know. First Stonewall Tower goes down. I feel like Luceron's just going, like, panic mode. I feel like I've never seen Luceron panic so much. Even, like, a keep. He could drop a keep if he really wants to, but... I mean, I won't drop a keep. He just needs to focus on getting military out. I mean, now it's 3 trebs, so he's gonna be able to, like, take care of these Stonewall Towers, no problem, but... and he will get access to these barriers again, but he is having a huge food crisis. I mean, oh, mangonels, good. Yeah, there you go. Go mangonels. Right now, it's really hard for Luceron to gather any food, but he could make a couple mangonels, which will actually be very good. And he just needs to secure this location, right? He needs to get a bunch of villas back onto this hunt, which he's gonna be able to do here soon. Oh, 2. That's a single mangonel, I believe. Why is it? He's repairing the town center. Why are you even repairing it, dude? It has 7k HP. Like, why are you wasting resources on repairing a TC? It's never. It's not even close to being a threat, you know, to die. Like, stop repairing it. This is like actually like kind of tilting me. If rams are gonna take like 2 minutes to kill it. Okay. Okay, he's going back onto the sheep there, which is good. So, Stonewall Towers are cleaned up. Let's see what's going on behind all of this. Louis is adding lots of stables. Gathered a lot of stone, but that was just for the stone walls, really. Can now go on to hunts. Yeah, Louis just on the 1 TC, and he does have royal bloodlines. Yeah, the JD army is very strong, but the choke points are gonna be like pretty good for Louis. Louis on 92 vills, so. Oh man, I don't know about Luceron moving out like this. Where are the mangonels? Oh my god, Luceron, what are you doing? He's like leading the way with like villagers to repair. Oh my god, what are you doing, bro? Oh, this is horrible. What is Luceron thinking? Moving out without his mangonels in the open field. But why? Why, Luceron? This just feels like a very unnecessary fight that Luceron just took. Oof. I mean, we got God Vision as the casters, but what? I don't really know what he was doing there. That... Wow, okay. I mean, I'm just confused. I don't know if he was just tilted, but that felt like a really big overreaction from Luceron. Like, there's so many choke points, and you have a lot of archers. You could have abused the choke points massively. You had mangonels, and you could have had more. You could have had multiple mangonels behind choke points, but he takes the fight without any mangonels and in the open field. Like, he just got caught way out of position. That was not a good fight for Luceron. All right, game 3 here between Luceron and Louis MT in this best of 5, currently tied 1-1. Luceron in yellow playing as House of Lancaster versus Louis MT in the blue playing as the Ottoman civilization. We're on the Hedgemaze, probably one of the weirdest maps in the entire game, if not the weirdest. There's a single boar that spawns here, and Luceron is going for that boar early with the English villagers that have a bow, so they can push back any like opponent villagers. Makes it very good for getting early boar. So yeah, really good from Luceron. I really like this. Players prioritizing the early boar, which we weren't really seeing a whole lot from other players on this map, which I think is, you know, the correct way to play this map, is to try to get that boar in Dark Age. So yeah, very clean opening here from Luceron. And Louis MT playing as the Ottoman civ, which is very strong civ. So the thing with this map is it has very low food to like no food, right? All the food spawns way out here, which is just so far away. It's like not super realistic to go to. So yeah, this is a very interesting map. So thinking about civs that are good on this map are civs that don't rely on like a lot of food, or civs that can farm easily. Basically civs that can get food in a different way. Ottoman, they actually are kind of one of those civs because you can build military schools which will just give you units for free. So you're getting an army without spending food to build that army, which is really good on a map like this where resources are like very hard to gather. Military schools are going to be very valuable on this map. What else? Looking at House of Lancaster, just getting the boar when your opponent doesn't have the boar and it's a very low food map is incredibly good, regardless of what civ you are. Oh, and then the other thing, the Ottoman land. Oh my god, Ottoman is amazing on this map actually, because okay, you have the military schools. The age 2 landmark for Ottoman is the twin minaret, where it just spawns berry bushes, so you have like 4 or 5 villagers on the fast gathering berries forever, right? They never run out. So this landmark is going to be incredibly good on this map. And then let's think, what else does Ottoman have? They have the Vizier Point for Anatolian Hills to get more sheep. Like, they actually have so many good things for them on the map that has like 0 food. So yeah, that's really good. And let's think about House of Lancaster. I mean, you can make farms. You could. The farms aren't the best, but I don't know. You could build like a manor. I mean, you get the boar. The early boar's nice, but yeah, then they're gonna struggle for food. They're really gonna struggle for food after this boar runs out. So I like Ottoman way better. I think Luceron has his work cut out from this game. This is going to be a very difficult game for Luceron. If I'm a betting man, I'm going to bet on Louis here because I think Ottomans are just going to be so good on this map. Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for House of Lancaster. Alright, but yeah, currently tied 1-1, best of 5, so yeah, good series going. Both players aging up here, going with the Abbey of Kings. Forward Abbey of Kings here for Luceron. Alright, Ottoman is up and going with a very quick stable, even rushing it with like 5 vills. It's so interesting. It was interesting to see how these players played out. Yeah, I guess trying to push Luciferon off of the boar. See if he can get a really quick timing. That's interesting. So Spahi is in Q, and yeah, it's going to immediately race to the boar. Luceron is in H2 though. Does Luceron know that? He does not. So he does not know that Spahi is coming very early. Let's see, what did okay, so Louis kind of scouting just like the map over here, not scouting his opponent's side at all, and then just prioritizing the vision here. So it's always interesting to see how players prioritize scouting in the vision, right? Yeah. Ooh, no Spearman in Q. Okay, there is a Lord of Lancaster, but the Spahi is about to show up. There's Abbey of Kings to heal, and now a Spearman is in Q. So Luceron quickly pulling the Vill. But actually, this is not... Well, beautiful micro, man. Beautiful micro, making it hard for the Spahi to get on top of the Vill. Abbey of Kings healing the Villager. Yeah, the fast Spahi, it just didn't work, really. And now these villagers are going to be healed back to full HP. Luceron adding in an archer range here. Spahi getting targeted down. Oh, you could always heal the Spahi too, though. Yeah, you know, you got the imams with Ottoman, obviously. So he does save the Spahi. That's huge. Saves the Spahi with 11 HP, and yeah, that guy should get healed all the way back to full HP at some point. Double stable opening from Louis. I actually don't like that at all. Like, at all. I don't know. I would like the military schools. I mean, maybe you could delay the military schools for some time, but I don't know. It's weird. Oh, the stone. Oh yeah. I forgot you don't start with stone on this map. That's why there's no military schools. Yeah, the stone mines are like, the stone mines are very forward. Okay, that's why there's no military schools for Louis, because the stone mines are super far forward. Okay, yeah, now that makes sense. Ooh, potentially getting 2 build kills here. That is huge. Louis getting 2 villager kills. One spot he is gonna go down, but hey, he'll definitely take that trade. Oh my god, wait, what is this build doing? Yeah, boy, you better be careful, you gotta make sure that build gets home safely. Trying to bring him back home, just keeping exactly 5 builds on the board, building a tower, so they can all get garrisoned. That boy better run home. Oh, House Lancaster, they could build a TC, and you do get some sheep from when you build TC, so that's one way to get fluid on the map. Spy here trying to dive here. Ooh, pulling this, man, the healing, dude. The healing is just so OP in H2, it's insane. Like, the Spy dives, it does a ton of damage, and it just goes back to its CC to get healed back to full HP. Like, the Spy just killed a bunch of units, and then the Spy are gonna get healed back to full HP as if they never took any damage. And they killed, like, an archer, caused idle time, like, killed a spearman, maybe. Like, that's insane. The Imam healing is just, it's so dirty. And there we go, yep. Now this Spy gets healed back to full HP. This is actually, like, pretty hilarious. Especially when you have Cav, and it's a mobile source of healing. Because you think, like, yeah, the Abbey of Kings heals too, but it's not like a mobile healing thing, building, right? The Imams can move, and they can heal, and they can later even pick up relics. It can move and heal, but also the army comp you're making, right? Ottoman are making a lot of Cav, which are more of a high HP unit, which can dive and then easily retreat, so they're like a better unit to heal than like a spearman or an archer.
Yes, sir.
Spy looking for units, seeing if any units moved out on the map, but nope. Ain't worth it to move out so early. Uh-oh, Spy, you gotta be careful here. Yeah, some of them low HP. This is a pretty good mass from Lucifron. I mean, Lucifron losing those 2 villas early was definitely a little bit painful, but... Ooh, Spy going back in for a dive. Villagers garrison immediately. Is gonna lose an archer here, though. Yeah, man, okay, I was talking about the military schools for Ottoman earlier, how they, like, would be so strong, and yes, like, they would be very strong, but you have to get map control in order to gather stone, so, yeah, that's the weird part. Oh, a couple archers here, single spearman going on the front line, another spearman gets trained, but, yeah, Lucifron actually doing a really good job running with these archers, trying to not let them get picked off by the Spy here. Alright, Louis retreating with the Spy. He wants to get these boys healed back up. Blacksmith being built here for Louis. Some more Spy continuing to just dive, trying to pick off those archers as they're getting trained, as they're getting separated from the main army. There we go, another archer going down. There's one spearman here though, so he does lose a Spy, so that's actually probably a favorable trade for Lucifron. Farms being added in, and it's wild that Lucifron actually is not farming yet. Oh, well, the boar, obviously, right? The boars has kept them able to make a lot of units and hasn't ran out of food yet. Where, yeah, I mean, that's the power of the boar, man. One person getting a boar and the other player not getting a boar. Even though Louis has a landmark that allows them to gather food, like, he's forced to farm way sooner than the opponent. Ooh, moving a little bit too far with the archers here. With the Spy, he can't get back. Wait, this is hilarious. He wants to bring the Spy back home to get healed. Oh no, the hero spearman. One Spy down. Oh my, 2 Spy down. No, Louis waiting to chop through. He's so close to chopping through the trees, and he tried to bring the Spies back, but he couldn't. It was just risky. I mean, he could have took a long lap but it would have been risky. Oh, that's so painful, lose the 2 spy. He was so close to getting him back home and healed all the way back up as he's about to chop through the force here. There he goes. I think he just chopped through, and the spy would have been able to run through, but oh, that's rough. Losing 2 of them there. That's like such good micro. Like, literally, like such crazy interactions, right? Luceron moving a single spearman to attack these spy. I don't even know how he knew they were there, but the single MVP spearman gets 2 spy he kills, and then the spearman can even get healed back to full HP himself. That's insane. Oh yeah, wild stuff. If you guys have been enjoying this tournament, a lot happened yesterday. Oh, there's Antonian Hills. I'm actually surprised. Oh yeah, he could have done that earlier, right? Maybe oh well, you want to do obviously the Imam point first, and then I'd imagine the second Vizier point was, yeah, second Vizier point, Antonian Hills. He was forced to farm probably a lot earlier than he liked, but still, like, the amount of healing he got probably was worth it. Now he's gonna have food for a long time. So I feel like Luceron's kind of on a clock, where he might, yeah, Luceron's like now out of food. He can go on the berries, but Luceron needs to kind of do damage or push because Louis has food for a very long time, thanks to Antonian Hills now, like a very, very long time. And yeah, if you guys have been enjoying the tournaments yesterday and today, you want to see more tournaments hosted by me in the future, consider donating. These tournaments are, you know, only possible because you guys are funded by a community. So yep, this tournament is $500 prize pool, and yeah, if you want to donate towards the next tournaments, I'm not sure what the rules will be for the next one. Might do something different than the Upset Cup, but either way, yeah, if you want to help fund the next tournament, you can donate through the link in Twitch chat. Ooh, archers in the woodline. 2 archers going down. As Louis' units were out of position there, not expecting the army to come there with the flank. Perfect timing. When he could even start cleaning up these wolf dens just to get some gold gem there. Alright, Louis looking to see if he can push. I think Louis is okay though. Louis probably wants to extend the game. Because now is the point where like Luceron's full panic mode for food. Like his food income is just gonna plummet. He's on berries, and these berries won't even last that long. And then like, what do you do next? Okay, he's going for the deer. Oh, they're making the long trek. Like he's moving for deer, but these boys have a march ahead of themselves. They have to go around the hedge maze to build a mill and a tower. So those boys, they got a long walk. Where Louis is going to have a lot of food income for quite some time with all these sheep, and he's already made a huge farm transition. So yeah, I think it's looking much better for Louis, but Luceron does have the bigger military at the moment, so Luceron needs to kind of make something happen in the next couple minutes. He needs to start doing a lot of damage, it feels like. Oh, there you go. Okay, so Luceron, he could build a TC and get sheep, the sheep that spawn from the TC, but then I don't know, your village costs food to train villas. Well, or the Stonewall Towers, right? I guess the Stonewall Towers would be the lame, right? Is he gonna do that? That might be the best thing. When you can't train units because you don't have food, Stonewall Towers would be a very good option. You got a manor being built here on the wood line. Will we do the Stonewall Tower play? Who's moving out? Well, there's lots of units, so I mean, with long build time in Stonewall Towers, it might even be hard to do them realistically, right? With this large of army. Oh, I think he was looking to do that. I think, or did he just build a TC? Where did he spend his stone? Oh no, he's gathering stone for manners. Spahi trying to get on top of the archers here. Big engagement. Louis feels like it's go time. And yeah, this Ottoman army is looking really strong right now. And I feel like Louis is going to be able to reinforce his army better than Lucifron. Big engagement. This is kind of the game deciding fight. They're throwing their armies in. Now they're way on the back. Such good micro. Keep this guy in the back line so that it provides bonuses. It does get sniped there though. pretty even fight at the moment. Looks like the Spy, still a lot of Spahi on the field though. And the Spahi are going to survive and now fully clean up. No Spearmen left. All of them coming out on top in this fight significantly here now. And this could be it here, really. Yep, there we go. Luceron taps out game 3, going to Louis. Louis going up 2-1 in this best of 5. All right, so getting into game 4 here. Louis is Mongols in the yellow color versus Louis MT in the purple plane is Byzantines. We're playing on Snake River. All right, seen some Mongols. Let's get it. Luceron opening up with that Ubu, and got the close hunts here. There's the water in the middle of the map here with just, there's 4 fishing spots on this map. Ooh, this time it actually only spawned with 3, I think. Yeah, slightly different spawn. There's 2 here. Yeah, but this guy only got 1 fishing spot. So, yep. Just 1 less fishing spot spawned. Alright, let's see if we see Barracks Rush from Louis, or is he going for the dock? Oh, is he going for the dock? I think he's got his eyes on the dock opening. Unfortunately, there's only 3 fishing spots instead of 4. Not the biggest deal, but yeah, I mean, one obviously going water and having 1 less spot is a little bit of a factor. There we go. The early dock from Lucifron builds next to the 2 fishing spots, which is really good. So it'll still get a lot of value getting some fishing boats early with these 2 fishing spots right here. And yeah, Byzantines is just playing it more standard. So yeah, I mean, this is nice. Instead of like anytime you can just build a dock and fish for free in Age 1 is always it's always gonna be good, like regardless of what civ you are. Thanks so much for this tournament. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, you guys can check out the YouTube channel. I'm gonna be uploading the VODs there if you've missed any series. I'll be uploading the videos onto YouTube. And yeah. And if you guys do want to support the tournament, you guys can donate through the link in Twitch chat. Or support the next tournament, I should say. All right. Fishing boat is out. Second one in queue here. And yeah, looking at Luceron's map, you know, he's got a pretty close boar. We got second hunt here. Yep, map's looking pretty good. Actually, that's like a really close. Well, I mean, this boar is not too far either, but Luceron, you know, most likely will be having map control. And Mongols should be looking pretty decent here. Mongols versus Byzantines, generally speaking, you're gonna say Byzantines are gonna have a really big advantage, but I mean, Mongols able to get a couple fishing boats out early. Gonna have like map control, lots of hunt on this map. Looking pretty decent for Mongols. And Louis aging with the Imperial Hippodrome, which is little different, a little interesting. Yeah, could have went with the Grand Winery, but interesting to. I mean, he realizes he's gonna be playing against some Mongol aggression, so looks like he's prioritizing getting some units out a little bit sooner here. All right, so we got 3 fishing boats for Luceron. Deerstones being built. Let's see what the follow-up is going to be for Luceron. Obviously, you know, he basically has to fight in feudal because he has the dock. He wants to protect the dock, keep the dock alive, so that his fishing boats can keep gathering from the fish here. So, yeah, definitely we'll see some feudal fighting here in this game. Alright, so just checking some announcements and things. Alright, stable going down for Lucifron. He just pulled back the dock villager here. queuing up some horsemen, getting some horsemen out really quickly here. So we'll have to see. Does Luceron build a warship here? Louis really rushing the dock, trying to get the dock down quickly, or at least put some damage onto these fishing boats, it looks like. But let's see, do we have 2 Keshiks? Yeah, we have double Keshiks in queue for Luceron, so yeah, that's obviously really good. I'm gonna try to push back the horsemen. And then can maybe later Jeanne, there you go, warship is in queue, so going with the light junk first. Which is good. Anytime on this map, like, the ships can just, you can get a lot of value for warships on this map because they can attack units, right? You basically, the opponents can't really cross the map. There's lots of opportunities to just attack the opponent units, and then also you can go all the way around here, and you can even hit the opponent's eco. You can put your warship right here and prevent your opponent from gathering gold, and maybe even hit, maybe hit the berry village. Now the berries are getting depleted, but yeah, you can keep them off of that gold here. Even like keep them off the berries here, so yeah, you can get a lot of value with a warship on this map. Berries being added in here for Luceron. Continuing to produce some Keshiks, double producing them. And we got that light junk looking for some units, looking to get some hits in. There we go, Keshiks looking to get a raid in. Oh, villagers stuttering a little bit on the berries. Oh, and the build does go down. That was unfortunate pathing for Louis. That literally got like stuck on the berries for like a few seconds, and yeah, that was gotta be a little bit frustrating there for Louis. All right, sticking with 3 fishing boats. Spearmen being produced. And a good number of horsemen here. Oh, horsemen. Oh, going with the Keshiks from the military house. Louis training the Keshiks instead of the longbows there, which is interesting to see. Oh, okay. Louis wants to get onto the water here. He's building a tower, which could push back any warships that would come around. But at the moment, the warships aren't really looking to hit the eco. Just prioritizing keeping his own fishing boats safe, which makes sense. And kind of cutting off units from maybe crossing the middle of the map here. Luceron adding in an archer range. And now researching double broadaxe. Yeah, both players gonna be staying in feudal here for a long time. And so yeah, Louis is up 2-1 here. So yeah, this is do or die for Luceron. And I might need someone else to actually help with casting. Shoot. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. I literally might have to leave after the semifinals. And I was hoping BC would cast, but I think BC, I think he's a little tilted, but reasonably, not tilted, but it's just frustrating when you lose the tournament. You don't want to like keep watching the tournament or casting the tournament. I need to get a car sticker. You guys aren't from Chicago, but when you like park your car in the street, you need to get like a parking sticker for your permit and the City of Chicago sticker. And I need to do that today, or I'm gonna get a ticket. So, yeah, after the semifinals, gonna make it a little difficult. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after that. Literally 1984? What are you talking? What does that mean? Yeah, I might need a subcaster. Let me know if anyone's interested in casting the tournament. Yeah, today's Friday and I have to go. Yeah, I have to get my parking sticker. Or I'm making a ticket, so. Keshiks hitting that. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Oh, there we go. Got the light junk though. Oh, there we go. Light junk. Hit the gold mine. Blame the gold mine. Getting some hits in on the spearmen. Oh, but now the horsemen are diving the dock. That's a lot of horsemen. One Keshik can be going down here, perhaps. Take a lot of damage. House is getting cleaned up, which is good. Good hit that gold mine. Oh, even the wood. Oh, getting that raid bounty. Oh, went away from the dock. Oh, man, kind of for quite a long time. Now a light junk, another light junk's getting trained. Well, this is nice. He's trying to able to clean up some of these buildings, get the raid bounty with the fishing boat supporting the... Oh, and fishing boat could still go around here. Oh, the dock lives. That's wild, dude. Louis had so much time to kill the dock. I feel like that was a slip up. It's not huge that the dock lives, but I mean, still. Yeah, there's still like 300 food. Louis easily could have sieged that dock down if he just kept sieging it and didn't stop. But then now there's spearmen, so. Those are trying to find. So, oh my God, where's the next wood? Where's the next wood for Louis? You kind of can't get pushed off with this wood. Lucifron moving in with the Keshiks. Yeah, where's the next wood line for Louis, dude? This is hilarious. He doesn't have enough wood to train a warship. There he goes. Okay, now he does. It trains goes with the galley. Ooh, this is a big mass from Lucifron. I'll try still light junk giving as many hits in as he can. Yeah, close game here. I mean, I think ooh, there we go. Big galley is out. And how many? I feel like we never see Byzantines warships, right? Like this ship looks pretty damn cool. I don't know how many. I don't know if I've ever seen this like ship before. Because nobody plays Byzantines in water, right? It just doesn't make sense. Man, that's one of the things I don't like. The changes that the devs made on water, I've never liked them. Yeah, I never liked the changes. I actually liked how water was back before without like the counter system, because you could micro ships and like pull back low HP ships. But also it left like all civs had different ships that did different damage, and it was really difficult early on to balance because you have to balance like around civilization's economy, and some ships do more damage, and yeah, it was like kind of a lot of work to get it decent, but they did a rework. Okay, it's a massive fight here, huge fight, game deciding fight, big surround coming in for Louis. Horseman Keshiks getting on top of the archers here. This is do or die for Lucifron. Khan goes down. Still decent number of Keshiks up for Lucifron, but archers fully getting cleaned up. It looks like Louis coming out on top there in the fight, at least by a little bit. Couple Keshiks do retreats. I mean, yeah, definitely more Byzantine units alive here. Defender's advantage. Lucifron he was actually still ahead in military counts. There are like the warships that are taking up some count there, but you know, decent reinforcements here. But yeah, I didn't really like how the warships got changed, because it kind of just created a new issue, because now every civilization has this, they all have like the same ships, right, where they all do the same damage, right? Wait, I'm not crazy about that, right? Like all light junk. Wait, hold on. Yeah, all ships do like exactly the same damage. Yeah, okay, I was like pretty positive. I didn't like want to weirdly be misquoted. And they look different. Like you wouldn't expect these two ships to do the same, have the exact same stats either. And it just creates a new issue where all the ships do exactly the same damage for every single civilization. So on water, the thing that determines what civ is good or bad is the economy. Whoever civ has a better economy for water is just better. It's just plain and simple, right? Where if you had the old system where civilizations had different warships and the different warships did different damage, then you could make it where, for example, Knights Templar are OP on water because their water economy is incredible, right? They gather wood extremely quickly. You could have made Knight Templar have a H2 warship that is weaker, right? Where it doesn't do that much damage. So Knights Templar, they could have, you know, spammed and made a bunch of ships, but the ships would be weaker than a civ that has bad eco. And you could have balanced it really well that way, and basically you could have made it where every single civilization in the entire game could have been viable on water. it would have been tough because, like, you know, when you do one eco change for a civ, there would have been a lot of rippling effects. But still, you could have made it where every civ would be viable on water. And it's just not like that now because, you know, in competitive AOE4, there's only like 5 civs of it that you can use on water. Or, I don't, you know, 5 or 10 or whatever. Like, it's just completely dependent on the civ's economy. Which is obviously horrible to see, because like we just never see like this Byzantine ship, you know, you just never see, literally never see a lot of civilizations on water, which is not good. Oh, Jambo. He's got his eyes open. Dude, you know what another cool thing would be? Oh my god, next weird tournament, it would be impossible to do, but what if you had like a nostalgia AOE4 tournament where you somehow had the balance, the exact balance and the exact civs of like AOE4 launch day. So you had like the old demos that were like bugged. Oh my god, dude, if someone made a mod, someone did that, that would be hilarious. You had like old English longbows that I think would like deploy the palings instantly and like counter cav. Like that would actually be hilarious. I mean, it would be a ton of work, so you'd have to figure out like the balance for like all the civs, and that would be pretty hilarious to do like a launch day. Yeah, basically just have a launch day patch where you have the exact stats from launch day. I mean, people would probably play it for like a few days and then be like, oh, you know, I hate the balance or whatever, but. So Lutron going H3 here, getting H3 behind all this. Louis is about to go H3 himself, so yeah, we got the Kurultai, potentially good timing push here for Mongols. AOE4 classic fog, yeah, for real. Especially as like, you know, nostalgia is such a powerful thing in like in all aspects of life, but you know, especially when a couple years go by, like AOE4 has already been out for what, like 4 years, so there's already like a little bit of nostalgia where, you know, it would be just funny to, yeah, have like the, you know, play as AOE4 launch day. AOE4 launch day patch. Hey guys, check out my YouTube channel. I've been putting a ton of work into YouTube, making a lot of like guides, doing like basically like build order guides, like meta guides, and I'm gonna upload the tournament videos to the YouTube channel. So yeah, I recommend check out the YouTube channel. Which link is in Twitch chat. Or Kurultai drop down. We got veteran archers, veteran Keshiks. It's go time. Louis just hits Castle Age and it's full go time for Lucifron, as he now has the advantage at H3 army versus an H2 army, as Louis waiting for his upgrades to come in, and Lucifron already has his H3 army upgrades in, also with the Kurultai. This is full go time. There we go. Khan does the arrow, does the damage arrow for plus 20 damage. And this is full go time here for Lucifron. This is gonna be a tough hold for Louis MT. He's doing everything he can to hold on. He's fighting with an H2 army versus this H3 Mongol army plus a Kurultai. So these units are super buff. Such a good timing for Lucifron to take advantage of. And he is coming out on top. And there we go. Louis just taps out. He dies to the timing push. Such a strong timing push there with Mongols. So well executed by Lucifron. We're going to game 5 in this best of 5. Alright, game 5 here in this semifinals between Lucifron and Louis M2. It's do or die for both these players. They're playing on Glade. We have Lucifron playing as the English and yellow color here. Louis MT playing as the Abbasid Dynasty civilization. Ah, Louis playing as the Abbasid. He had the civ advantage, but wait a minute. What the Abbasid on this map? This is interesting. All right, so we're playing on Glade. Hunt is close. You do have Hunt that spawns very close to your town center, and then a lot of the resources are further out on the map here. Wow, how's Louis? Louis had the civ ban advantage, and he's playing Abbasid here. That feels a little odd. Oh my, he could have had like JD on this map. Well, he did win with JD in the other game, but Abbasid feels strange here. Abbasid feels very strange. I think I like Luceron's chances here playing English. And this is just a matchup we don't see much. Like, we haven't seen this matchup in a long time because these two civs have both fallen off quite a bit. Especially Abbasid. It's interesting. 2 TCs have been buffed, but still don't see Abbasid a whole lot in the meta. Unless it's very, like, defensive map, extremely defensive map. This would be an interesting one. So, yeah, as English, you'd go for a fast second TC. And are you gonna ask Sass, or I can ask him? But yeah, I guess let me know if you're gonna ask him. I think he's streaming right now, but I'm not sure if you know him. Oh, Sass, I think, damn it, I think Sass has something planned actually. Cal, okay, yeah, I don't know Cal's Twitch, but yeah, that'd be cool. Alright. Yeah, as long as someone's casting it. Yeah, that'd be badass. Yeah, Cal, he does so much work behind the scenes. That'd be cool to have Cal cast the tournament. Alright, so Luceron is going to be going for a fast second TC here. Going with the Abbey of Kings here, playing it standard. English into fast second TC. Ooh, the deer starting to get lamed from Louis here a little bit. Where's that English scout at? Oh, wait a minute. He cancels the mining camp. I don't know if if he's just changing his mind or if he's faking, well, he might just need a house. I don't know, maybe he's worried about getting housed, or I don't even know. Could be changing his mind, or he doesn't want to get a house. Wants to build a house before the mining camp, maybe. Do see stone being gathered here for Louis. So it looks like Louis is going to be going for that fast second TC. Unless if we see something like Stonewall Tower play. But I don't think so. Alright, Abbey of Kings is built. About to be built here, and the king will come out shortly. So it takes 50 seconds for the king. There we go. Luceron going for the deer. Deer are getting pushed away a bit. Yeah, a little more than you'd like. Alright, so Luceron is not going for a fast second TC. It looked like he was thinking about it, but then changed his mind. He initially was building mining camp on stone, but then canceled it. So it looks like we're going to see English 1 TC versus Abbasid 2 TC. This is going to be interesting. There's a good amount of food here for Louis. He's got the berries and then the deer pack. But then after that, it's really hard, obviously, to move out on the map. Oh, we got a proxy archery range. Wait a minute. Okay, I do like these walls and not post going down. He's got to get these walls up quick, though. Okay, Louis does scout the archer range, though. That's huge that he obviously sees that. Oh, but he cancels the walls. I guess he felt like he just wouldn't have enough time to get the walls up, but oh my god, that is massive. The fact that those walls get canceled is really, really big. And, oh, we got a villager shooting far and away here. TC is being built. Oh, the king is arriving, though, and the TC's pretty forward. Oh, you might see some villagers going down here early. Oh, longbow gets hit? What? That is actually really bad that longbow got hit by the TC. Like, he could have been far and away. Oh, that was painful, losing that longbow. Like, really painful. That longbow should... I don't even know how he got killed. Like, where the longbow dies in, like, the TC range. There's, like, some lock on, but... Damn, that was rough, losing that longbow. I could have probably, like, maybe killed a villager, or at least idle a little bit. Alright, so TC does get built for Louis. And Luceron adding in a barracks here. Still has that forward villager. So yeah, just going with full age 1 TC aggression with the English civilization here. Now starting to gather some stone. I wonder if he's going to go for the stone wall towers, or Louis did do it to him, so maybe Luceron's thinking I'm going to try to stone wall tower you. It's so interesting. Imagine if these were allowed in... Yeah, he's doing it. Oh, hey, Louis did it to him once, so he's returning the favor. Like, man, it's kind of cool, though, because, like, the game becomes a lot more aggressive, right? Like, what if this was just allowed in S-tier tournaments, and this was, like, now the meta, right? This, like, is completely changing the balance of some civs, even, and, like, how the game is interacted with. Like, and yeah, we could always tweak the balance of Stonewall Towers, but it's, yeah, it's kind of cool, right? Like, you would never see English, like, playing aggressive like this if they couldn't Stonewall Tower, but the fact that you could do this, it really changes things up a lot. And then it's so cool looking too when, like, units are standing on the stone walls. So we're back in the old meta, Stonewall Towers. I'm gonna talk to the devs. I'm gonna see if they could nerf the Stonewall Towers a little bit, because they probably are a bit too strong. But, like, honestly, you know, the best world would be where nothing is, you host a tournament and nothing is banned, because it doesn't make sense to have a tournament but then have, like, tournament rules where, oh, you know, you ban certain things, right? You should balance the game so that everything is loud and the players can play on the ladder the same way they can play in a tournament, right? In a perfect world, that's how it would work. So, I mean, you could easily nerf Stonewall Towers. I think we have the weird limitation where they can't move it to H3 because of the UI, which is super annoying. But, I mean, you could increase... It takes a minute and 30 seconds to build, right? You could change it to 2 minutes. You could adjust the cost. You could decrease the damage. And even now, like, I don't think they're super OP. They definitely have a big... They affect the gameplay a pretty significant amount, I would say. But... they're not as strong as they used to be, because it's still a very long build time. A minute 30 is a pretty significant build time. But yeah, I mean, the damage is the obvious thing. I think the damage needs to be nerfed for sure, because it's at like 61 damage. I think if it was at 40, that would obviously be significant. Oh my god, he's pulling the bills! He is reacting very heavily to it. I don't know if he... Yeah, it's tough, because when Longbows can... Oh! He killed the bills! And yeah, look, wait, did both bills go down? No, the bills did not go down, but they retreated. It's forcing the fight, though, and, like, Louis doesn't have the units to fight this. And this could be a quick GG here, as he's sieging down the Stonewall Tower, but he's losing lots of bills in the process. Archers, it's preventing the Stonewall from the tower from being built, so that's huge. It buys a lot of time, but he gave up 9 bills for that. So that's big, right? The fact that the Stonewall Tower takes a minute and 30 to build, it prevented that from being built. If that was now, if it took 2 minutes to build, Louis would have done that push 30 seconds later, and he would have had 30 seconds more to get more archers, and that push wouldn't have looked as bad for him. And he did do the push without textiles. That's kind of bad on Louis. Louis no gold. That's rough. He can't gather gold. But ideally, you would have researched textiles before moving out and doing that push. You saying you got an ad? Why Stonewall Towers are banned in S-tier tournaments? So it's been banned for a very long time. I mean, they banned it because the competitive community thinks it's too OP. I'm pretty sure it got adjusted balance-wise at some point. It's interesting because the damage never got adjusted, but I think maybe the cost got adjusted, maybe the build time. But yeah, basically, it's just OP, and so the competitive community doesn't allow it. But yeah, they should adjust the balance. And there we go, Louis tapping out the Stonewall Tower, kind of triggering the victory there. And Lucifron winning game 5, advancing to the finals, right? This is, yeah, advancing to the finals. GG. Stonewall Tower play coming in factor. It's so interesting.